Testing.
Testing.
All
right.
That always makes somebody look like they're like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how normal they look. If their glasses are like that.
All tilted.
Yeah.
Hey, you fix them.
All right.
Yeah, turn that can around. We ain't promoting them yet until they give us some money. I did press play, by the way.
All right. You going to introduce us?
I am going to introduce us.
Tell me when.
Should we clap, or is it going to do that on its own?
Clap! That'll work.
I still suck. We're back again.
To Chronically Online.
With Ryan and Chauncey.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Chauncey. And this is episode 3.
Dude. You know, most podcasts don't make it past episode 7.
Crazy. And we're on the 3rd episode.
Dude, we're almost halfway there.
Cooking.
I think I'm going to call it after episode 7, though.
No, you're not. How was your weekend?
It's fine. Don't ask me what I did.
Okay, I won't ask you what you did.
What did you do?
I went to a wedding on Friday.
Oh, congratulations.
I know. Congratulations to the happy couple. I hope they're doing good. I hope your honeymoon is great. Me and my son were the flower boys.
Flower boys?
Yeah.
Isn't it traditionally flower girls?
It is. But
Did they not have one, or they just want to switch it up?
That I'm not actually sure on. I do know.
Throw the establishment on its head.
But it was so weird because the whole time leading up to the wedding, I kept telling my son, I was like, listen, we're going to have this basket with these petals in there. And he goes, throw the petals. And I'm like, yeah, good job. Throw the petals. Well, we practiced like 30 minutes before it was showtime. And he had the basket in his hand. And I said, now throw them. Turns the basket right upside down. All of them fall out. And I said, oh, no. We have to do it like this. But luckily, I had a fanny pack on with
backup
pedals.
Smart.
So it's time. It's our time to walk out. And my son, he reaches his hand inside there, starts throwing them. I said, dude, good job. And I'm like, we're walking him down. So he throws them out. But he wants to pick the ones. I'm like, throw some more. He wants to pick the ones up that he's already thrown on the ground. And I'm like, so then as he's trying to pick those up, I just open up the fanny pack, take some out, and I throw them straight in the air. So then in the photo, it looks like it's raining white rose petals.
Wow.
So it's dope. I know. But I mean, I don't know if you guys ever need a flower boy. I'm your boy. I carried the whole thing. I carried that part. Not the wedding, but the flower boy part, me and my son, we killed it.
That's a Tyler the Creator album, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Flower petals?
Flower boy.
Flower boy.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you outshined your son.
I know that's all you wanted. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
No, my boy did good. He was adorable.
That's cute.
He had so much fun, but we sat in the front and I was nervous because I was scared that he might not like sit there throughout the whole ceremony part. Yeah. So man, I had all types of snacks and candy and all things for him to do. And by the end of it, me and him both were absolutely sticky throughout the whole thing.
Dang.
But it worked out good. It was real good. Other than that, I didn't do much else. I don't think I did anything else other than the wedding this week. I watched a little bit of golf. Watched some basketball.
Dude.
March Madness is coming up, so
watching golf is like a dopamine detox, I feel like.
It is. It's a calming sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's a calming sport. And
I've only ever watched highlights, and even that's kind of boring.
Do you know any people?
Who?
You know, any players?
Tiger Woods. I know, what's his name? Bryce
Young?
No.
Bryson.
He's like
DeChambeau?
YouTube. Yeah. Popular on YouTube.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Bryson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's good. He's real popular on YouTube.
and I know Donald Trump.
Yeah, he's a little golfer.
I guess he's pretty good for
Well, my favorite
his
player.
age.
Yeah, I've never seen him golf, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
But my favorite player is Rory McIlroy.
I know that name.
He's Northern Irish, and he won the Players, and the Players of the tournament, and it was throughout the. So I think it goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I think they had to push it back till yesterday because of the weather where they were playing it at. But he won, which was I was super excited about that because Rory's the type of guy where he's literally when he's hot, he's hot. But when he's not, he's not.
Mm.
So they had to delay it and reschedule. And I was nervous that he was gonna get cold and not play like how he was playing throughout the weekend. But he did. He won. That's my boy. So
Congratulations,
congratulations, Rory.
Proud of you, buddy.
Oh, I did attend a funeral. Yeah.
A wedding and a funeral in the
Dude,
same weekend?
back to back. So Friday was the wedding, nothing on Saturday.
I feel like
and
that
then
should be like
Sunday
bad
was
luck or something.
Sunday was the funeral. Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't know him as much as like my wife and some other friends did, but it's still a super sad
Dude,
situation.
I hate funerals.
I know they're always
Like,
you're not
not supposed to enjoy them, but
The dude knew a lot of people though. I think there was like 500 people at the funeral.
oh shoot.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. Like when we got there, it was a line wrapped around like the church building.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was huge. But good for him. Everyone says he had like all the pictures. He's just a real like just a smiley guy. Like he just always had a smile on his face. So that's good. That's a good way to remember someone by.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think I did much else.
Are you going open or closed casket?
Open.
Open.
I got to. Yeah, you got to see my face one last time.
See, I'm
Depends on how I
total
die.
opposite.
Depends on how I die.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, if I got shot in the head,
I
yeah,
just don't
close
want-
it.
It never looks like the same person. Ever.
Yeah, dude. So
It looks like a wax figure of the person.
I agree. When my father died, it was I'm looking at him in the casket and I'm looking around and I'm like, who the fuck is this? No, like not even trying to be funny. I was just like, who the fuck is this? Like
I remember when my dad died, dude. I intentionally didn't want to. I didn't want to look at him. Like I wanted the last memory to be of him alive.
Mm-hmm.
But then I ended up doing it.
Right.
And it just doesn't look like it doesn't look like him.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah,
So I think I would if somebody asked me today, I'd say go ahead and close the casket.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it depends. I think for me, it depends on how I die, and it depends on like, because for example, like I said, like when I was looking at my dad, they literally, I kid you not, the look of it, like the makeup they put on them and stuff like that, like you could tell they just didn't blend it in correctly. They didn't. Even with my sister too, like my oldest sister that passed in 2021, I believe. It literally like I'm like, I know we're not paying all this money just for y'all. Y'all better hire somebody, a beautician, because this is ridiculous. Yeah. There's no way we're paying this much money, and then you got my sister or my dad looking like a hot mess in here, like looking like a 13-year-old girl who's just trying to do her makeup for the first time. Like that's crazy. You're not gonna do my sister like that. No, literally, dude, it was ridiculous. Other than that, yeah, I think I would have an open casket. Yeah, open casket.
Okay.
For sure, open casket.
I think a lot of it has to do with, like, I don't know. I think it's a sentimental thing for family too.
Yeah.
Like, kind of doing it for them. I mean, obviously, you're not getting anything out of it.
No, literally.
But I don't know. It's just I've always had a hard time looking at people like that because it never looks like them. So I'm like, well, I'll just close my casket then. But
Do you have a do you have a uh not allowed, like do you have a person that's like not invited to your funeral?
no, I don't have enemies.
I got about like 20 of them. They
Are
can't
you
come.
serious?
Yeah, they can't come.
Do you think they would try to come?
Yeah, I think some of them might. Other ones probably not. Um, like I think not 20. I don't have like 20. I don't got that many people that don't like me and I don't like them. Um, and I guess really, I think probably maybe I would probably say four, between 4 or 5 people that I was like, hey, like these people I would not like there. Um, other than that, no, I don't think anybody else. Just because, and that's not even because like we had like a huge falling out or like I did something or they did something. It was more of so like I guess they did do something, but or they made a choice and we've had already agreed on talks. We already talked about this. Like if this were to happen, you can like I am not associated with you.
Hmm.
So it's kind of one of those things. So
Hey, I need to have some enemies. I feel like you're not really living life if you don't have a couple enemies.
yeah, yeah.
That's an issue I need to figure out.
You know, I've learned
You might be my first. We'll
what?
see.
Oh no, they say best friends make the best enemies.
Mm-hmm. So, episode 7, baby.
Episode 7. That's when we're breaking up. Um, yeah. Would you have like an ex girlfriend? What if an ex girlfriend showed up?
I mean, I
What if you're married and an ex girlfriend shows up? How would like? Do you think like? I guess it doesn't
my
matter how
wife
you
would have to
feel.
make
It
that. I know
doesn't
that's
matter
what
how
I'm
you
thinking, dude.
feel.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like, why would I make these decisions if I'm not going to be alive to care about them?
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I would leave that up to my wife.
Yeah, I think
Also,
that's
what's
fair.
she doing? Come to my funeral?
Exactly.
You don't have any business.
I would just hate for someone to come to my funeral and like that opens up like speculations like okay, why did his ex come to his funeral? Were
Yeah,
they talking like behind the scenes
dude. If there's ever
again?
somebody that you don't like that passes away, hire some like little cutie to go cry at his funeral
Oh
off to the side by herself, but make sure the wife sees it.
man,
Get some
dude.
rumors flying, dude.
Man,
That's the way to do it.
that would be some shit that would happen in my family, dude. My family, dude, at my dad's funeral, when I tell you it was like I hate to say it like this, it was just the most ghettoest thing. Like people were getting into arguments and stuff, and I'm like and I'm sitting there with some of my siblings because my mom and dad were separated. So I was sitting there with some of my siblings on my dad's side. And I'm just sitting there talking to them, and then there's people arguing in the background, and I'm sitting there like, and in my head I'm thinking like, that is so crazy that they might be like, they might be like aunts or uncles to my dad or something like that, or somebody else, but or maybe brother or sister. But that is so crazy that y'all are making this day about y'all when we're the ones who just lost
Dude,
our
that's
dad.
crazy.
That is like
Yeah, that's selfish, dude.
like we just lost our dad, and I would it would
Take
be
it outside at
no,
least.
literally, and I wouldn't have even cared if it was like say it was like one of my sisters and my brother and they were like arguing or they were doing something. That's fine. I get they're grieving, they're going through it. But if it's someone like that's not that didn't come out of him, hate to say it that way, but didn't come out of him or like wasn't like married to him or with
Yeah.
him, it's like I understand you're grieving too, but his own son is not even acting like this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's selfish. Um, yeah, we gotta move on though.
Yeah.
That's too depressed. We spent 10 minutes talking about funerals and death. Um, uh, can I tell you about the show that I've been watching?
Yeah, go for
Dude,
it.
okay. I'm gonna tell you guys about the show too. Absolutely 10 out of 10 show. There needs to be a season 2. It came out this year. And also, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I am not by any means an advertisement for Hulu or this show. I just need to talk about it because it was phenomenal.
Also, spoiler warnings probably.
Oh, I'm spoiling the
Skip.
shit out of
How
this
long?
show.
How long are you gonna talk about this?
Mm,
5 minute, 10 minute, 3 minute.
I'll do my best to keep it between 3 to 5 minutes.
Skip ahead 5 minutes if you don't want this to be spoiled.
All right. Yeah. So the show's called Paradise and it's on Hulu. It came out this year.
Paradise.
What's that?
Coldplay. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, so it takes place. It's centered around this I guess Secret Service agent.
Okay.
Sterling K. Brown. Do you know who that is?
No.
He's a black actor. He plays Killmonger's dad in the beginning of the movie of Black Panther.
Don't remember.
Okay, have you
Anything
seen
else?
Have you seen the show This Is Us?
No.
Have you seen like the characters of This Is Us?
Not. I would not recognize him in a lineup.
Okay. So, but anyways, his name is look him up.
That's like the.
His
Isn't
name
that
is
like
Sterling K. Brown.
like a kind of a mom show?
This Is Us.
Yeah.
100%. 110%. But I mean, anybody
So I
could
know
like
the
it.
show, and I remember somebody died in a car accident.
The parents did, I believe.
Spoiler.
No, the dad did, I believe.
Spoiler.
Sorry for who hasn't seen This Is Us. It's been out since
I've
like
definitely
2013.
not seen this man.
The black dude?
Yeah, I haven't.
You haven't seen him at all?
No.
Okay.
I've seen him in Black Panther apparently, but that was forever ago.
Wait, let me see him.
Oops. He's in something called
Yeah, dude.
He's in something called Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. It's an R-rated movie. Okay. In the aftermath of a huge scandal, Trinity Childs, the first lady of a prominent Southern Baptist megachurch, attempts to help her pastor husband Lee Curtis rebuild their congregation.
Why is it rated R?
I don't know. I'll look. I can tell you. Profanity.
Okay. Anyways, let's go
Watch
on.
your profanity.
So it takes
You're
place
a-
around him. it takes place around him, and he's a Secret Service agent, but he's on the detail of the president, and the president is played by the guy who I don't know his name. I wish I did, but he's a good actor as well. He plays. Have you seen any of the Sonic movies?
The Hedgehog?
Yeah.
No.
He plays the dude who plays the dad in the Sonic movie, who plays like Sonic's father figure, his best friend.
Does he have like a pointy nose?
Yeah.
Kind of like good looking dude?
Yes.
I've seen him in
He is
30
handsome.
Rock.
Yes. So he's the president. And
He seems a little young, doesn't he?
he's a younger president. I think he's
Okay.
like 40.
Okay.
So it takes place about this Secret Service agent, and he becomes the head of the president's detail. And the guy, he wanted him to be like, he appointed him that, because once he's done with his term, he wants every president gets like light detail after their term for like the rest of their life or something like that. I could be wrong, so don't fact check me on that. But they get like light detail. If you do,
you're gonna prove him right.
They get light detail, and he wants him to come with him after his term. But throughout the show, there's like flashbacks going in and out, like of present day and flashbacks of him talking to Sterling K, the Secret Service agent, about like there's a whole lot of like messed up shit that's about to take place in the world that's gonna lead to the end of the world. And there is this lady, I forgot her name, but she's like the richest woman alive, and she lost her son due to some disease, and she decides to make a play. She hears about the end of the world coming from this other scientist, and she decides to build a city the size of Toledo. That's how they said it. Yeah, Toledo. I don't know why Toledo, but it was.
Where's Toledo?
In Ohio. I looked it up too.
Dang. I only know that from that Johnny Cash song.
Yeah. But they decide she gets all these people to build a city in the mountains. So they start excavating. What's the mountains inside Colorado? Is that the Colorado mountains, the Rocky Mountains? maybe.
I don't. I guess I don't know.
But they either way they decide to build a city the size of Toledo
Aren't the
inside
Rocky
this.
Mountains like Tennessee, or am I wrong?
Oh, you're right. They're Rocky Top. That is Tennessee. Um, then I don't know what mountains they are,
I don't know.
but it doesn't matter. But they decide to build inside this mountain, and basically this mountain it's designed to take a full on impact of a nuclear warhead, just in case something ever happens. Well, there something a volcano erupted. There was a super volcano that erupted in Antarctica, and it caused ice caps to start falling into the water. Well, these ice once these ice caps started falling into the water, all this cold water mixing with this warm water is creating a tsunami. A tsunami that's as big as I know they were saying
Toledo.
I don't know 300 feet.
Oh,
So it's a 300 foot tsunami, and it's like, but there's like multiple, and they're taking, and basically they're saying that it's gonna wipe out, it's gonna wipe out the entire civilization. So all of this is taking place, and you got people, you got people blowing people up over here, because everyone's like freaking out. So people are sending their warheads and stuff like that. So like China's bombing Russia, Russia's bombing China.
why?
Dude, I don't know, but either way, but like it all takes, but it all ultimately this guy, the president knows all of this is about to happen, so he's like he's drinking himself to death. I mean, he's like drinking, he's doing all this other stuff, and he he's known for a while, but he couldn't tell nobody because like he couldn't tell the first lady, couldn't tell his son. The only person he did tell, he gave hints to, was his head of Secret Service, because the guy, because he saved him, like he saved him from a gunshot thing. So he was like, "All right, I want you to know what's going on so you can prep your family." And so either way, there's only 25,000 people can go to this place.
Mm,
He makes a public service announcement, tells everybody, "Hey, listen, this is what's happening." Everyone gets pissed at him because they're like, "How dare you? Why would you tell them that?" And he's like, "These are my people. They deserve the right to know." Instead of giving them some form of like telegraphed telegraphed script that the press wrote for them. So he tells everybody, and what you don't realize is that some of the people that he's telling are the people that are standing in the room with him. Like, hey, sorry, y'all are not coming with us. So like people in the White House didn't come. There's only enough room for a certain people amount of people, and that like rich lady got to pick who came and who didn't come
dang.
because she built it. Um, but long story short, they're inside this
Long
place.
story long.
I know, literally. So I know I said 5 minutes,
Five
so I
minutes. We're gonna skip
apologize.
ahead another five.
So ultimately, he ends up dying because he gets murdered, and he was the
Who
first murder.
does? The president?
Yeah, he was the first murder that happens down there because so he gets murdered. They're trying to figure out who murdered him, why he got murdered, and everyone's suspecting that it's the rich lady because what she's not telling people is that there's the earth is still habitable above, like outside.
Oh.
She wants people to she wants people to stay in there. So what they did was they sent four astronauts into Earth to see how it is, see what it's like, see if it's breathable, like how it is. And these astronauts go out there and they find out that there's people still alive. It's habitable. They can breathe. And they're gonna bring somebody back they're gonna bring one of the survivors back to the cave with them. She says no, so she sends another Secret Service agent named Billy. Billy's a dog. I mean, there's a backstory on Billy, and he is like a straight mercenary. Like he has no remorse, but he just had basically his cards at a young age in life was just bad. Like he had an abusive uncle that raised him, beat on him. He killed his uncle when he was like 7. All types
Dang.
of stuff. He murders these people because she says either you kill them, the astronauts, you kill them, or you don't come back at all. So he kills them all. So they didn't. So basically, him and only a handful of people know that the Earth is habitable. Um, I'm not gonna go into all the details because it'll take forever. But it comes to find out that she didn't kill the president. Someone else killed the president from the outside world that got into the caves during the time that they were like doing everyone's checklist, getting people into the place. He the guy comes in. He was already living there. He kills the president. He hides and just, I mean, it's a whole shit show, but it's phenomenal. Kid you not, it's a 10 out of 10 show. 10 out of 10 show, and you will absolutely love it because it takes place about it's so many twists inside the show, but it's a good amount of twists to where it's like, all right, come on. But
Yeah.
but it's like it's not like too many to where you're like, all right, come on, but it's a good amount of twists to be like, oh, I didn't expect that. Oh, what the hell was that type of deal. Other than that, I give it a 10 out of 10 show. Probably I don't always give everything a 10 out of 10, but that show's for sure a 10 out of 10.
I don't think you should give anything a 10 out of 10.
Okay, a 9.5 out of 10.
That's fair.
All right. It's a great show. I really recommend it to anybody that's looking for a show. And also, my friend Luca, he
From the Lakers?
no, not Luka Doncic. But my friend Luca, he referred me to the show. That's how I actually started watching
So you'll listen to him, but not me.
I'm going to start Severance.
I recommend Severance. As of right now, it's about a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Are you gonna give him a little premise without trying to spoil it for him?
Mm.
Just tell him, give him like a.
Yeah, I won't explain anything. I'll just give you the plot. Imagine if you were able to get a procedure, a chip implanted in the back of your head,
So what Elon's trying to do to us right now?
to where as soon as you walk through the doors of your job, you turn into your work person, what they call an innie. So that person only knows work. And then when you leave, you're your out person. You're two separate people. So this version of us has no idea what we do at work. We don't remember work. We don't experience work. We only experience life outside of work. Would you do that procedure?
No.
Why not?
I think I won't do it just based on the simple fact is that I do not want to. I don't want to feel like I'm like. I don't want to feel like I wake up in the morning time. I get here and then I like black out, and then as I'm leaving, all I remember is me walking into work and then me leaving
Dude,
work.
it would be so nice.
You think
It
so?
would be so nice.
I feel like that would be so hard.
On the
There's
work
like there's a
person,
there's a
yeah.
span there's a span of time that you have no idea what happened. Like there could be things that are taking place at work that's going right under your nose, but you have no idea because
That's part
you're
of the show,
yeah,
dude.
that's what I'm saying.
They're living their own separate lives. Like there's married people
Yeah.
falling for other people in the office because they don't. The other thing is the people your work version is not allowed to know anything about your outside person's life.
What?
You don't know if you're like married, have kids, none of that.
So that's like the real definition of having like a work wife and a work
For
husband.
real,
Like,
dude.
oh my
For
gosh.
real, it's a good show. That's just like the very, very tip of the iceberg of that show.
I feel
It
like that
gets
would be
deep
hard
and
too
weird.
because you guys like say you end up, I don't know, like let's say you end up having sex at work with this
Yeah.
person. When y'all leave, y'all might not even know each other
No, pass each other on the street, you don't know each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's weird.
No, that's crazy.
It's a weird premise, but it's good so far.
You would do it?
They might mess it up. I don't know. It sounds nice. If it was temporary, like if I could try it out for a month, 100%.
Yeah. But you're gonna forget about it. That's just like trying a free trial for Netflix. You're gonna forget
sounds
about it, and
nice.
it's just gonna stay in your head.
It just sounds nice.
Bro, did I also
We
speaking of
wouldn't
that?
know each other, dude.
No, we wouldn't. We would leave out. This podcast wouldn't even exist.
That's crazy.
Our whole 3 episodes wouldn't exist.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So those are the 2 shows that we recommend right now,
Mhm.
and I think y'all should go watch them.
Yeah.
That's
Hulu,
on
Apple TV.
Yeah, I would say that's on Apple TV, and mine is on Hulu. But I think those 2 shows are pretty good. I've been wanting to watch Severance. I just haven't gotten around to it because I wanted to finish stuff. There's a whole lot of things that I've started that I need to finish before I start something.
Hey, you gotta wrap those up.
I know. like Yellowstone. I gotta wrap it up.
Yellowstone.
I
I
gotta
don't
wrap it
even know
up.
what else, but you always talk about all these shows you start and then
I know.
still watching them.
I know. I know. You still gotta watch that episode of Solo Leveling with me as well.
Oh yeah.
Anime.
I
I'm trying
don't.
to get him into anime, guys.
I refuse. I don't refuse because I agreed to watch an episode
He
of
did
his
a
show.
episode. He's
One
gonna like it.
episode.
He's gonna like it.
He's so adamant that I'm gonna like it, and then I feel like you're gonna be disappointed at me when I don't really want to watch another one.
100%, dude. I think you will. I don't know if you're gonna want to watch another one, but I know you're gonna be like, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought
I'm
it
not gonna
was.
dog on it if it's good,
All right.
but I just
It's just not your cup of tea.
it's not my cup of
It's not
tea.
your cup of tea. Um. Yeah. So, did you see that news about Donald Trump?
What news?
Um. Am I tripping? No, not Donald Trump.
Dude,
I guess
there's always something.
no.
Though.
I think I was. We were talking about the president, so it came in my head. I said Donald Trump. So, the news about Drake.
The lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's funny. So his record label. I didn't know this. He and Kendrick are under the same. I don't know if it's not the same label. It's
Interscope?
No. So they're owned. Interscope and Drake is under Republic Records, I think. They're owned by UMG, Universal Music Group.
Right.
So Drake filed a lawsuit to sue UMG for promoting Kendrick's Not Like Us.
But they have to.
Like, he said they intentionally tried to push it and make it a huge hit, which it was. And it defamed
That's their
Drake.
job.
It defamed Drake. That was his lawsuit, I guess.
So basically, still for defamation.
Yeah, but I think it was today or yesterday. UMG filed a motion or whatever they call it, to throw his lawsuit out because it's like frivolous. And they kind of spanked him on the butt, telling him that he was just a sore loser, that he started a beef that he couldn't win. And then he filed a lawsuit because he was mad about it, which I guess is true.
That's like you getting in a fight at school,
and then calling the principal when you when you got hit in the face.
Yeah, that's like you bullying somebody and then you calling the principal because you only got hit. That's a 10 out of 10 Karen move right there, or a Kevin move. A Kevin move. No, but that reminds me. That's why it's so finicky when it comes to like UMG, for example, or Disney, for example. Like, people always talk about like, oh, I won't to the people, mainly to the people who are like, oh, Disney's not Disney anymore because they got like the gay stuff in there, or like the lesbian stuff.
Yeah, you always be saying stuff like that.
Yeah, you say what? What'd you say?
I said you always be saying stuff like that.
No, that's
hashtag not my Disney. Chauncey says that all the time.
Crazy, because I actually love Disney. Disney
is one of my. You're such a little Disney fanboy,
dude. I am. I love Disney.
Pathetic.
But
it's okay.
For instance, they'll be like, oh, I won't subscribe to anything Disney, but they'll still have Hulu.
Yeah.
Not knowing that Disney owns Hulu.
A lot of people, yeah.
Or for instance, like, Disney owns so many things. Like, oh, I won't subscribe to Disney, but I'll still watch a Marvel movie.
It's almost hard not to watch a Disney thing.
Literally. Or Universal.
Don't they own like ESPN too?
ESPN,
like,
yes.
We gonna not watch sports either?
Exactly. So you got all these people. So you got these people saying, oh, I won't subscribe to Disney, but I'll still watch ESPN, or I'll still watch Hulu. The same shit's on it. So basically, you're still giving Disney money. You just don't know that you're giving Disney money.
Just pirate it, dude.
It's just like, or like, there's another one, Nike and Jordan. Nike is the company. Jordan is a sub company under Nike.
Yeah. Dude, everything's owned by like a few companies at this point.
Yeah. Oh, and that's pretty much the premise of that show too, is like everything's ran by the billionaires. And that it also made me think, no, sorry, we're gonna come back to that, put a pin in that. We're gonna go back to what we're talking about. Yeah, so it's weird when it comes to defamation because I just don't think like how are you gonna sue how are you gonna sue your mom
For getting in a fight with your
your little brother? How are you
brother.
gonna sue your mom for getting in a fight with your little brother that you started?
That's crazy.
What? No, but again, we love Drake.
So
I like Drake.
I respect him for putting out some hits. You know.
Baby girl.
Yeah.
Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Um, and we love Kendrick.
Yeah.
Literally, we're middle ground. Anyways, I'm taking my pen back out. Pen out. Um, damn, I forgot what I was talking
Something
about.
about billionaires running everything.
Oh yeah, but that's the premise of the show Paradise again. Was that
Could never happen in real life.
the billionaires rent the billionaires? That's what I'm about to.
Could never happen
That's
in real
exactly what
life.
I'm about to bring up now,
What are you talking about?
dude. The billionaires run everything.
What?
Yes. Conspiracy.
No.
But
No, for real.
it is a conspiracy that the billionaires run everything. Like basically they have their hands in everything, and it takes places that the dude who plays the president, his dad is a multi-billion-dollar person. He's a multi-billionaire, and he basically tells him, "This is what we're gonna do with your life. We're gonna take you to the moon. Basically, that's how you describe it there. We're gonna take you to the moon, and how we're gonna basically use our money to get you where you need to be, so you can do all of our bidding."
Yeah.
And that's basically what they're trying to say is that the billionaires of like all these oil companies, electric companies, all these things that make the world go round, they're the ones who's in charge of all the leaders, and the leaders are just the leaders are just the face
Throw them a little
of their
cash and they'll be your puppet.
yeah, they're your puppet. The leaders are just a puppet. They're just a face.
Would you be a puppet?
No, not that. Not like that. Not like that.
But like
for
for something you didn't think was like going to be detrimental to the human race.
Give me an example.
I can't give you an example that I don't think would be detrimental to the human race eventually. But like for example, I guess the oil one.
So is my job to just push propaganda?
Yeah.
So for instance, like his dad and all his billionaire friends have the money, but everyone likes him because they just like the way he looks. He's a handsome person. He has a nice smile.
So like
he's a face. He's a face to put behind their money.
The oil one, I guess, would be like an example. Say that they're trying to pass this legislation or whatever that makes electric vehicles significantly cheaper than a gas running vehicle or something.
Right.
So the oil company pays a bunch of politicians to stop that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that ever happens, then gas becomes more and more irrelevant, which means the oil industry becomes more and more irrelevant.
Right. So yeah. So for instance, yeah. So in that case,
That's been the case with like gas.
Yeah.
Freaking. I think milk was one.
Yeah. Power,
sugar.
Yeah. Milk was huge, and how they did milk.
Dude, they just had milk ads on TV for milk.
I'm not putting a pin in it because we're talking about the same thing. We're talking about the same exact. We're staying on category, but that makes me think that milk was it's such BS. It's such a lie because when you really think about it, when you're like at school, you were homeschooled, so you wouldn't know this. But at school,
I had milk at school.
No, what I'm about to say. So they would have like these advertisements of got milk,
mm-hmm.
and it would have like Steph Curry with like the milk mustache.
Yeah.
So basically saying, oh, you know what? Steph Curry drinks milk. If you want
to be an NBA player, you have to drink milk.
Steph Curry drinks milk. I'm gonna drink milk, or LeBron, or Serena Williams, and then I believe I saw somewhere that if you like that that a lot of like milk companies like farm like the real big ones, they would basically pay off doctors back then when they were trying to get startups. They would pay off doctors to basically tell people, hey, you need milk. Like, this is what milk's for. This is why it's good for you.
Good for
These,
your what, teeth and bones or
yeah.
something?
So it was propaganda. It's basically
Dude.
having doctors tell the people that you guys need this. So then you, as the people, would go and buy the product for the billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So
Propaganda works.
100%. Like, did you know breakfast wasn't supposed to? Breakfast is technically not the most important meal of the day.
I
So they
Makes
always,
sense.
so they said,
Especially not when you're advertising cereal as a good alternative for your breakfast.
well, when you think about it,
Cereal's
like
a midnight
the
snack.
meat,
That's all it
the
is.
meat that you eat during breakfast time is a lot fattier. It's a lot like it's so high in cholesterol. How you say it? Cholesterol.
Cholesterol.
Yeah, like it's like the meat that you eat. Like, you take a steak that you would have for dinner, and you take like some sausage, and you look at like the steak is significantly more lean, less fatty, has more protein, has more things that are beneficial for you than this sausage does. Now, I'm not saying I don't eat sausage, because I I do like sausage, but at the same time, it's not. But apparently, they would pay doctors to tell you that, yeah, it's the most important meal of the day, to sell more breakfast items.
Mm.
That they would consider that, and and they basically trained our minds to be like, yes, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
We're so impressionable. Little sheep.
Not me. I think outside the box.
Sheeple.
I think outside the box.
Thinks outside the box. He got an Apple Watch on, an iPad right there. Little sheep.
I just like things to be connected to each other.
I know that Whoop band, you bought that because you saw it on an athlete or something.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I know you.
You mean the Scoop band?
Huh?
You mean the Scoop band? We don't promote.
What is that? Oh, yeah. Well, I was dogging on it.
No.
Why are you trying to give them no free advertisement when I shouted out Apple?
Who knows? Maybe I'm secretly working with Apple right
Crap.
now.
Maybe you are.
Did you see that they came out with a new Apple phone already? It's called like the
16
E or something like that, or like light version.
Yeah, I guess it's basically the iPhone 15, but worse. I don't know. I watched Marquez Brownlee, and he made like a video pointing it out. That it's pretty much the iPhone 15. So just buy the iPhone 15.
That's the one that I have.
Is it?
Yep.
So you have the iPhone 16, whatever E.
How?
I don't know. Watch his video. I will shout out Marquez Brownlee. He's a good guy.
What's he do?
Tech reviews. You've seen him.
Is he the black dude?
Yeah, he's
the
huge.
He kind of has like his hair, not in a mohawk, but
It's like something you'd see on the Cosby Show.
Look like a damn Jerry curl, don't it?
I don't know what that is.
Something you see on the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not that bad. Like it's a very tame version of it. But yeah, it's like a high and tight kind of cut.
Got high and tight. Dude, I have a Karen episode for you. I saw it.
Okay. You saw it?
I didn't actually see it, but I saw it on TikTok.
Shout out TikTok, by the way.
Yeah. Do you think the 90 days should be coming up, shouldn't it?
I think they're gonna sell.
Do you think they're gonna sell?
I think something's gonna happen.
Apparently, everyone's saying that if you block Meta, Instagram, Facebook, and all them things off of like TikTok, that your For You page gets tremendously better or something
Really?
like that. That's what I've heard.
I do think it was weird that Facebook created an account right after they unbanned it.
I think it's weird too, because after I saw that video, I had an ad for Instagram and Facebook on TikTok.
You know what I get ads for on TikTok?
Huh?
YouTube Shorts.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an ad saying, "Did you know you can monetize your videos on YouTube Shorts?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, why are you letting a competitor advertise? I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. I'm sure they paid for it.
Yeah, I'm sure they paid for it, but even then,
I wonder how much they would pay you to like I wonder how much YouTube pays TikTok to get for that ad. It has to be. You think it's like hundreds of thousands? Because think about
I
it.
mean, it depends on how many people they
They
send it to. It
pay,
could be millions.
yeah, because they pay influencers thousands and
Yeah,
thousands of dollars
they paid
to
Drewski
promote.
50,000 to do his show.
Is that them? Is that's
Prize
Prize
Picks.
Picks
Yeah,
giving them 50,
yeah.
50 grand? I was wondering where he was getting the 50 grand from, but okay, it is Prize Pick. Oh, Drewski, do we want to jump on that now or do we want to wait till later?
I don't know. You want to put a pin in Karen
Um,
or Drewski?
yeah, we'll. Oh, dude, I don't know. Let me tell you about the Karen thing.
All right.
So there was this guy. He had got home from work and he was cleaning out his car, and there was a girl, maybe a little younger than us, maybe about the same age as us. She started following him. She lives probably two doors down from him, and she followed him to the dumpster, and that's where the video picks up at on TikTok of the dumpster and of him. He's now recording her because she's recording him. So he's asking her, hey, why are you recording me? And she goes, dude, because you're fucking weird. Like, that's why I'm recording you. You're a creep, you're a perv, all this other stuff, and I'm gonna expose you. And he's like, okay, well, can you please tell me what I've done to be all of these things? And she just keeps saying, you're fucking weird and everyone's gonna know what you've done. So he's walking back to his house. So if their houses are lined up, like they live in apartment buildings, so like townhouses actually. So this is their townhouse. You go down a little bit, and this is his. So he walks past theirs from the dumpster to get to his, and she follows him to his apartment. So she's like recording him. He's standing on his like in his front door. Like the door's open. She's standing in his front door. Walks up. She's like, yeah, I'm recording. So she's
Excuse me.
recording, taking pictures. He's like, go right ahead. It doesn't matter to me. And doing so, her boyfriend gets. I guess he gets home. She walks up, and that's when she got real cocky. When her boyfriend got there, she
Yeah.
got real big. She get like you could just see the difference in her. Like she gets filled with rage, runs up, screams, punches the guy like in the neck or the face. So he goes, hey, he goes, dude, really? Now I gotta call the police on you. So he calls. She's screaming, all types of stuff like that, and the boyfriend. And you would think like as a boyfriend, you'd be like, hey, go inside. Like you go inside. Let me talk to him. No, this dipshit. He's literally telling the guy, dude, she clearly doesn't like you. Like, leave her alone. And he's like, y'all are over here bothering me. And he's like, well, she feels offended and harassed by you. And he's like, how? So afterwards, it keeps going on. She's screaming back and forth. She breaks off. You know how brooms are. Some brooms are aluminum, like they have the
Yeah.
aluminum thing. She breaks it, and she's gonna runs up on him, and he's like, "You're gonna hit me with a weapon now?" And at that point, she runs up to him. The boyfriend catches her and stuff like that. And then he's like, the boyfriend's basically telling the guy, like, basically trying to gaslight him into making it think that it's the guy's problem, like it's the guy's fault, not his and not hers, and stuff like that. So he's basically telling him like the police around here doesn't do anything about like police reports, like, and he goes basically like they will if I say I'm going to press charges. And then the girl yells from her door down. She goes, "Yeah, you're gonna press charges on a 17-year-old." And then the guy goes. The boyfriend looks at her and says, "Go inside." And she's just joking. She's not really 17. Then he goes. Then the guy goes.
Oh,
The guy
wait.
goes, "Well, how old are you?" And he goes, "I'm 26." And he goes, "Isn't that a bit of a age gap?" And he goes, "She's just joking. She's not 17."
What a funny joke to make.
No, literally. So then he goes, either way, it doesn't matter. He goes, either way, it doesn't matter. Like, she hit me. I'm calling the police. I'm gonna wait till they get here and stuff like that. Well, long story short, the guy ends up coming over to the guy's house like the next day after the police got there and stuff like that, and they got kicked out of their apartment and stuff like that. And he's whispering to the guy So it's the guy, they're talking to each other, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm so sorry. They kicked us out, so we'll be out of here." And um, I'm not saying what she was doing was right or anything like that. He's whispering because he doesn't want her to hear
Yeah.
him. And the guy's recording everything because he doesn't trust him at this point. And he's like, I get it. He goes, yeah, this is the second place we've gotten kicked out of, and all type of stuff like that. And I'm like, in my head, and all that to say is that in my head, I was just thinking like, you haven't left this bitch.
She gets you kicked out of 2 places. That's something.
Like, why haven't you left her? And also, it made me think of, I had a question like after she hit you the first time, what would you have let her ran up on you 2 other times after that?
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm. In the comments, I wanted to see what the comments have said, and everyone was like, "Yeah, there's no way." Like this, she hit me. I let her. She walked up on me the first time when she hit me. There were have those the other 2 times because she walked up on the guy twice after that, and he goes, "The other 2 times that wouldn't have happened. She would have been laid on the ground."
Dang.
Yeah. Um, but that's our Karen for you. I haven't. We don't really have. I haven't seen a Kevin in a while. I need to look for some.
They're out there, dude. I feel like there's more Karens, but Kevins are popping up.
I know. I would hate to be on the receiving end of one of them. I do
You on the
not
receiving
want.
end of a Kevin?
I do not. I just don't want to deal with it because I feel like the Kevins are. I feel like Kevins are. I don't know which ones are worse. I feel like vocally wise,
Karens, yeah.
Karens by
Dude.
far are the worst.
Sometimes I can't finish a video because it just kills me to even try to listen to them argue.
Yeah, but Kevin's like to get physical. They like to bump chest with you, touch belly on belly, and all that other type of stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I'm like, dude, like,
The nice thing about Kevin interactions is it's more acceptable to start swinging on one.
that is true. That's true.
So they don't really last as long usually, unless neither. Drewski.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
This is by far the.
What was it called?
I don't
It
know.
had a title. Cowboy themed though.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
out there on a farm, man.
I kid you
All
not.
these ghetto people on a farm. It's so funny, dude.
I think I went the whole entire time laughing at this. It was hilarious.
It was pretty good.
Dude, like they are 100%. I agree with everybody in the comments. Meatball and Bambi, they're in the way he picked them. They gotta go.
I saw Bambi coming. Meatball, I was shocked.
Yeah, and Meatball wanted Bambi to leave.
Well, they have to know neither one of them are making it to the end, right?
I full on think that Bambi
probably thinks she is.
Thinks that she is.
She is a little delusional. Meatball thought for sure she wasn't making it.
Yeah.
She was sitting there crying while they were handing out the roses. Like she knew. Everyone knew she shouldn't have made it. I don't know why she made it because she's not that funny, to be honest.
No, she's not. She's really not. I will say. I
Bambi, saw Himothy coming.
Himothy, yeah.
She was already going to take that $5,000 and she didn't.
And I bet she wished she did now.
Yeah, 100%.
Wish she did. Who else got kicked?
I forget. White Chocolate, right?
White Chocolate.
White Chocolate got kicked.
I'm so surprised.
Bay got kicked.
Himothy
and wasn't there a fourth, or was it just 3? 4 made it and 3.
No. Oh, Nugget.
Oh yeah, Nugget.
Rest in peace, Nugget.
Nugget got injured and had to take the season off.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
I was.
What are you laughing at?
The way you said "poor thing," like she's 4 years old.
I'm sorry. Drewski mindset set in a little bit.
Literally, he was like,
dude, just her sitting on that chair on the phone crying, and the cast is like her entire leg, like ankle to thigh.
He literally was he was sitting on the phone. He was like, yeah, girl. I mean, now I got to rethink some things and all kinds of stuff like that. And she goes, yeah, I had such a good time here, Drewski, and it's just time for me to leave. And he goes, yeah, I understand that. You gotta do what you gotta do. And she goes, all right, love you. And he goes, I love you. No,
How
but
much you think he paid her off?
dude, I don't know.
Because
You think
that could have
they
been a
did?
lawsuit, right?
You think so?
I mean, unless they signed something beforehand
I
saying,
would have. They would. I
I
would assume
guess if
so
they're having a mud fight.
because they also can't. They also don't have their phones either. Did you know
Yeah.
that? Did you know that
Yeah.
reality shows take your phone?
That makes sense. Because if you're filming something, you can't be like secretly recording.
Or telling people what's happening in the
Yeah.
show. That makes sense. That does make sense,
What I
actually.
don't understand though is, I mean, I guess they sign NDAs, but
Mm,
even then, how does it not get out? Like, this has already been filmed. This was filmed in like, what, a weekend or something?
yeah.
Like, we're 5 episodes in, and this is like day 2 or 3,
Mm-hmm.
actually.
Yeah.
So it's like done been done, but we don't know what's happened.
Yeah. No, I think my favorite part was Bambi and Drewski inside that boat.
Dude, yeah.
Bro, she kept saying, you know, my fat ass, my fat ass, my fat ass. I was like, oh my gosh. Everything she said about this episode just kept talking about her fat ass. But it was funny because you know what? It's so funny, but yet so true is that fat people are just more funny, dude.
Well, especially when they have no shame, like
No
her.
shame, fat people. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
She embraces it, and that's what makes her funny.
Mm-hmm.
When
Like,
you have no shame, I feel like you live a happier life.
I think Drewski do too with them tight ass
Drewski's-
shirts he be wearing. You can't tell me, man.
Dude, give a fat man some money, and he's the funniest, most confident person on earth.
I mean,
it's so funny. We got DJ Khaled,
Yeah.
confident, funny.
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross,
Huh.
dude. Let me get some money.
There's no way, like, I mean, just this shit just stomach halfway showing. I mean, meatball stomach
He's
always
so
out.
funny though, dude.
I think he's hilarious too.
His videos, he has a scenario for everything. Too.
Or like when him, Kai, and Kevin Hart did that.
Yeah.
Did their stream, and he kept saying, because they were sleeping over at Kai's house, and he kept saying, he said, "You getting bit? I'm getting bit in this motherfucker. I'm getting. Y'all not getting bit in this bitch? You got like some bed bugs or something getting bit in this motherfucker. Getting bit,
dude. That mansion they're in is kind of dumpy though.
Somebody smell like shit.
It's nice, but the amount of bugs in that thing for a mansion is crazy. I want to see how long you would go with that thing. Dude, they got roaches crawling around and everything.
I know.
I mean, it's a big place. But, yeah, this episode was good. They went horseback riding.
Mm-hmm.
They put meatball on one of them things, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did bull riding too.
Whew. Yeah, mechanical bull. That was pretty funny.
T Grizz lasted 1 second.
T Grizz.
T Grizz got to kiss Drewski.
Dude, that was a sham, by the way.
That was 100% a sham.
They put, what's his name? Is it CJ?
Yeah.
The little dude in there. They're like, oh, last minute contestant. He beats everybody. Oh, he wins the kiss.
Yeah, and
He doesn't take it. Okay, we'll flip it upside down. Person with the lowest.
Because who had it? Who had it the longest?
Oh, the longest was Bay.
Yeah, it was Bay. It was Bay. Yeah, because he kept saying, he goes, yeah, that'd be Bay, and then he goes,
Yeah.
we're gonna flip it, and now instead of the longest, we're gonna do the shortest time, and it's T Grizz.
Dang. I would have said, all right, whoever, we'll go right in the middle. So whoever got like 13 seconds. Oh, switcheroo. All right, get up here.
I think I like her because she seems like she's the most genuine. Like
who?
Like not the most genuine. She seems like she's like the most like studdish one that actually trying to
Wait, T Grizz?
Yeah, trying to be with him because she's like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I feel so ladylike. I've never kissed a dude before. I'm getting butterflies in my stomach. Drewski, you really making me feel like a real woman. Dude, I love it. I love it. And we got like what, 2 episodes left?
I don't know how long it goes.
I'm so sad. I think at the end of
was
it,
there 4 left? 3 left? 4 left?
I don't know.
5 left? I have no idea.
I don't know. I think it's I don't know. I thought they were saying that they were coming close to the end.
I mean, it's got to be like maybe 2 episodes left. You're probably right.
Man, what are we going to talk about then?
I don't know.
We fill our time with Drewski.
You think he's gonna marry whoever's left?
Hell
Dude.
no. Switcheroo. It better be switcheroo.
If it's not switcheroo, it's gotta be T Grizz, right?
T
Out of
Grizz.
who's
No,
left?
Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee, yeah. I feel like she's just a little too quiet.
Yeah, she did get on the bull riding though too.
Yeah.
Daddy Yankee. Isn't that like an actual like a musician's like stage name is Daddy Yankee?
I have no idea. If it is, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm tripping.
But I hope it all works out for Drewski.
I
hope he finds the one.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be off this show.
But... No way. We need like a little theme song segment to introduce our next topic. Like draft day. Like we need like a little like type of we can't take that one because that's ESPN and they might copyright us. I think they do that one too, actually. I think that's somebody.
No, you're playing. I'm making these up.
I know. No, you've heard them before, like subconsciously, because I swear. I think that's like the basketball, the NBA one.
Maybe there's just too many sports.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the problem. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like there's no combination left.
No, I think they're all taken.
That's crazy. We'll come up with something. Draft day.
We got a draft day. Yes,
right.
Draft day. It is time
for
draft day. Your top 5. Remember, you can't take the one that someone else has used. We're gonna do. I think it was Kanye songs. I think we talked about it, and I think we think that we have
did talk about
different vibes of Kanye songs.
But I didn't make my list, so it's going to be a free ball type.
It's going to be a free ball for me either. I didn't make a list. This is on the fly, so don't judge me. This is my take. This is my opinion.
This is going to be one of those things where afterwards you're like, one of his songs come on, and it's your favorite song of all time, and you completely forgot about it.
It is. That's true.
But
that's true.
We'll make it work.
All right. So I'm going to go do... Should I start?
You go number 1.
I'll start. Number 1, I'm going with Otis.
Okay. That's a good one.
It is a good one. It's my all-time favorite song by Kanye, and I like Jay-Z, and I like Otis Redding.
Yeah. Good song, good beat.
Yes.
Good song, good beat.
My favorite album that he's made.
That's a wild thing to say. I'm gonna go Ultralight Beam from the Life of Pablo.
You might have to refresh my memory.
We on a ultralight beam. We on a ultralight beam. This is a God dream. This is a God dream. Dude.
Life like this is what you'll is that
no. This is from the Life of Pablo.
You're right. That's
from
Yeezus.
Life of Pablo.
No, that's not Yeezus. That's
from Life of Pablo.
No, what's the name of the song that I was just singing?
Oh, Jesus is King.
Jesus is King.
It's called Follow God.
Follow God.
Life like this is what you'll.
That's right.
Like.
I don't know why the hell did I. Those are they don't even. That's
Dude.
not even. Yes. Okay. Ultralight Beam. That's your number 1. That is your number 1 song.
Ultralight Beam.
Okay.
Baby.
Okay. My number 2 is Power.
Hey. Dude. Wasn't that the most? No. Maybe it was All of the Lights was the most produced, like overproduced. I think they called it song.
Really?
That he ever made.
Really?
Because it had so much going on. Like. I can't remember if it was All the Lights or Power, but one of them had like Elton John on it. All this crazy stuff. I don't know. But that's a good song. I didn't even... Let me think of my number 2. Number 2. I'm going to go... I Wonder.
How does that go? Sing it for me.
And I wonder if you know...
what I mean.
It's a good song. I know my number 3, and if you take it, I'm going to be mad.
Oh, my number 3 is All of the Lights.
Oh, really?
Dude.
The video of him in like, I think he's in like Hawaii or something.
Turn off the lights in here, baby.
but he's doing an interview, like teasing his new album coming out, and the way he teases it is playing that song on his laptop over a live stream, and it just sounds like that song, but it's
Mm-hmm.
such a crummy audio.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that that's how he chose to like debut his what most people consider masterpiece
Really?
album.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, I like that song. I like the trumpets. I like all of it. So I think that song would probably be that's number 3 just based on I think all of the instrumental and the samples and stuff taken from that song. I think that's my number 3. Otis is my number 1 just because overall it's just my favorite song.
It's a
Like
good song.
I like to listen to them spit back and forth. Him and Jay-Z. That's just good. Power makes that was one of my favorite songs, especially getting ready for football. Like that's like a warm up song, like doing warm ups and stretches and like or even at the gym.
Can I put you on something?
Put me on
You
something.
may have already heard it. There's a remix on YouTube. Power by Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
The instrumental is Toxic by Britney Spears. So good, dude.
Yeah, all right.
So
I'll have
good.
to check it out.
My number 3, maybe. I think I'm gonna go Flashing Lights.
Flashing
Lights.
lights. Oh, that just gave me goosebumps hearing that, dude.
Such a good song.
That's a good instrumental too.
That's back when he was trying, dude.
I feel so bad because like I don't necessarily feel bad because he's done it to himself, but like he is the best producer that's ever. I think it's him, then probably Pharrell Williams.
Pharrell is good.
I think it's him and Pharrell, but if they're not neck and neck, then it's like 1A, 1B.
One thing I heard, I saw a video of it and I never realized it, but now you can just pick it out every time you hear a song.
What?
It's like how producers have producer tags.
Yeah.
And like his producer tag that you in most of his songs, it's not like everyone he does, but it's a 3-beat like do do do.
Yeah.
That's like his intro.
It's like happy. It goes.
Dude, it stands out.
Yeah, it's always I love it.
What's the other one? I was talking about it last week. Blurred Lines.
Yeah.
That's how it starts. Do do
Yep.
do.
Have you seen the he made a biopic with him made out of Legos?
Oh yeah, I never watched it.
It's so good.
So weird.
It's so good.
Why Legos?
I don't know, but it's something different.
I guess it is.
I like it.
Kanye should do a claymation one.
Yeah.
Dude, Genius on Netflix.
I don't think one of those I don't think one of those are gonna come out until he's probably dead. To be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna.
I think it'll be. You think it'll be positive?
Yeah. Or just enlightening.
You think he'll go out on a good note?
I think so. Yeah.
I hope so.
I think so. I think it's like when I looking at Kanye's whole his whole trajectory and stuff like that, this whole story. It's like a book. It's like you're reading a book, and like right now he's turned heel.
Dude,
he's heel right now.
It's weird
and
how
I think at the end of the book, it's gonna close. He's gonna end on a good note. I think so.
It's weird that him taking the mic from Taylor Swift was the most controversial thing.
Yeah.
That really any music artist, I wouldn't say any music artist has ever done, but maybe at the time, like that was career ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now look at him.
He's insane.
Number 4.
Number 4. You took what? Flashing Lights for your number 3. My number 4. This is probably off the dome just now. No Church in the Wild.
Dude, that's a good one.
Yeah, I just that burner. Yeah.
Tears on the Mausoleum Floor.
Yeah, bloodstains the Coliseum doors.
It's a good song.
Lies of the lips of the priest.
I'm gonna be so mad at myself because I'm really freeballing these, and I know I'm missing some good songs.
Mm-hmm.
I think number 4, just because it makes me feel something, is "God Is" from Jesus is King.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things that he's kind of ruined it at this point too.
Mm-hmm. I think if anything from that album, this is not my number 5, but anything. Wait, did I do number 5?
No. That was number 4.
Okay, yeah, I think this is not my number 5, but if there was something that I had to, it would be "Follow God" on that one.
That's a good song.
I like that one.
That was like the first one that caught my attention when he
Mm-hmm.
dropped it. Like I listened to that one on repeat just
Mm-hmm.
because it was like so catchy.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
I think my number 5 is Heartless.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. Heartless is
Dang.
yeah. In the night, I hear you talk.
Yeah.
Cold stories I've
Mine's a
told.
toss up between two right now. And I'm going to have to go with Touch the Sky.
That's my honor. That was my honorable mention. That
Dang.
was my
That's a
honorable mention.
good
I
song.
also like Lupe Fiasco though. He was like that was one of my guys that I was like, oh my gosh, he is so he's underrated as a rapper. He's like he's not. I category rappers as like there's freestylers. There's like people who make like for instance, Kanye's a rapper, but he's a producer first. Like he's a
Mm-hmm.
producer rapper. And then there's also like MCs. People like Kendrick's considered an MC. Like he's a lyrical rapper. He's like there's like Drake's a catchy rapper. Like his stuff is very catchy. It gets the masses to hear.
Yeah.
And Kendrick's more of like a I need to sit down. He has like double entendres. He has wordplay, and he has stuff like he's an MC. Like he can use his words, and it makes the song sounds good. And Kanye, he's a rapper, but he's a producer first.
Yeah.
Then
I
he's a
listen
rapper.
to mostly Kanye. If I'm listening to him, I'm listening to it because I like his beats.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
his lyrics never resonate with me, but
Scoopity whoop,
poopity scoop, scoop de whoop de poop, dude.
Yeah.
That's a better beef than Kanye or Drake and Kendrick in my
No, dude, that's
opinion.
a banger. Touch the Sky is great.
It is great. My honorable mention is Good Morning.
Good morning.
Woo!
That's a good one.
Do you have another one?
My honorable mention will probably be. I'm trying to think of how the song goes so I can think of the name. It was. Oh yeah. Go do.
Oh,
I was trying to
dude.
think of the name of the song. I'm like, in my head, I'm
That's
over
probably
here.
his
She
catchiest
takes
song,
my
isn't it?
money.
That's got to be his catchiest song, right?
That one or work it, do it.
Oh my gosh,
Stronger.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That
ain't
one
that?
should have made one of our lists. That's a good song.
Yeah, it should have.
But it
That's a great
didn't.
song.
But it didn't.
Oh, Love Lockdown is such a good song too.
Isn't that from the
Doom doom
Heartless album?
doom 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 doom. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, I think that's 808s and Heartbreak.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot the name of the album.
808s and Heartbreak. I'm not. This last one. I don't think I can find a song that I like on this.
Oh,
Huh?
I forgot my favorite Kanye song.
You didn't put your favorite in your top 5?
No, I didn't.
What is it?
Can I put this up here beside number 1?
So all right. So what's your 1B?
Ghost Town.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Gosh,
song.
I
That's a
knew
good
I was
song.
gonna kick myself.
That's a good song.
That's
like-
what makes that album a top 5 for me. Probably that song specifically.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think there is. I don't think I have like a favorite song on Life of Pablo.
Really? It's not Ultralight Beam. It's not
Maybe Waves.
Father I stretch.
Yeah, no, maybe Waves.
Wait, no.
Waves down.
Yeah, that's a good song. What's the one with the crazy drop? It's called Father Stretch Part 1, but how does it go?
Get it in the morning.
Yeah.
Sunlight morning. I'm in the morning.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I could choose one Kanye tour to go to, it would be the Life of Pablo tour.
It gotta be one of the ones that I was too young to go to.
Really?
Graduation or something.
Yeah. It's
But I don't know.
respectable.
Well, but was he touring? Like maybe he was just like opening because he wasn't huge.
I feel like by the third album, maybe you got to be touring, right?
Yeah. It's so funny when like I like looking at like how like people take like how the trajectory of their careers go. Because like for instance, like you can tell like Sabrina Carpenter, for instance, she was doing like small town like she would like perform at like the this not actually but like say the Blue Room, like she was
Mm-hmm.
performing at the Blue Room, and then she went from doing like those, even though like, and it's so weird because like she was an actor on like Disney Channel, but she wasn't huge in the music.
What was she singing back? Does she only have one album, or does she have more
She
than
had that
one?
one album. It's- Honestly,
I only know
might be a
"Please,
hot
Please,
take.
Please,"
Might be a hot take, but she
or is it
started.
called Espresso? What's the album called?
I think it's Espresso is the name of the
Okay.
album. But that's her newest album, I believe. I think the
Did she have
album,
one before that?
yeah, it's the one
Oh,
she started doing like it was like she was doing like play on words and stuff like that, and she went super viral because she was like da na 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 na
oh
na
yeah, I know
na
what you're talking
na
about.
da na 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 na, and
Yeah,
she got super big by doing a whole bunch. I'm not gonna say super big because she was people knew of her before that, but like her, I think I would say around that time is where her music, and I would say her music kind of like started like taking off.
yeah,
It but anyways, like then she started like opening for like she was opening for like the Eras tour.
yeah. Okay, I remember
And
that.
then like she got more traction, and now she's big enough to do her own tour. Like she did the Eras tour. She wrote an album because now she has a fan base,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's doing tour. And honestly, I respect that. But honestly, it's her record label has to be just they just know how to do it right. Because I mean, like you could just tell they took a star from Disney Channel
Dude,
and
it's the
basically
Disney machine. That's what they
they made
do.
her huge.
Yeah.
Speaking of Disney machine, dude, Demi, have you seen her?
No.
You know how she was like hooked on drugs and like she was like going like she was like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, she looks phenomenal,
Really?
dude. Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. I'm only saying that because I saw a TikTok and it was a TikTok and she posted it and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Demi Lovato. She looks great. And that was the TikTok. She was basically saying, bitch, you doing a good job,
What's her
bitch.
name is
Because
looking
she's
good too.
sober and all types of stuff like that. Miley,
No. What's her name from Parent Trap?
Lindsay Lohan.
She's looking good
Have you
too.
seen Freaky Friday?
Yeah, and I
You know,
saw they're
there's
doing a new
a
one.
new
I didn't
one.
watch the trailer, but
I didn't watch the
yeah.
trailer either, but they are doing a new one.
I
I'm
remember,
excited for that.
dude, I had the biggest crush on her in
Her,
Parent Trap and Herbie. Yeah.
Herbie.
Herbie, dude.
Dude, people forget that she was in Herbie.
That was a good movie.
Herbie was great. Which one did I have? Parent Trap. That's the one I had. I had a little crush on her in Parent Trap.
Maybe it's because I was so young, or maybe they did a really good job, but I had no idea she didn't have a twin sister. Also, I didn't follow her at all.
Right.
That's my first impression of Lindsay
When you
Lohan.
seeing it, like, oh damn, she
Yeah,
got a twin.
yeah.
Well, back around that time, everybody was having. I mean, they had
The
The
Olsen
Olsens and
twins.
stuff like that. They had
Yeah.
everybody. So I guess I wouldn't say everybody, but like it was crazy to see twins on the screen.
Yeah.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Um, no, she like yeah, she was one of my favorites. Like I was like, oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan, and then I was like, oh, Mean Girls. Mean Girls is by far,
I still need to watch that.
dude. You got to.
I've
Mean
only
Girls is
started it and gotten like 20 minutes in. It's not something I don't think I see myself sitting down by myself to watch it.
yes, you
It'd
can.
have to be with somebody else.
No, you can.
I
You
can, but also I don't know.
I get what
It's
you're
not
saying.
my cup of tea.
Not
know what
my
I'm
cup
saying?
of tea.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I like Lindsay Lohan. I hope they just don't screw it up. But
My wife, though, as far as old Disney movies go, my wife is Anne Hathaway.
Princess Diaries.
Yes, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She's still my wife.
Yeah, Princess Diaries were good movies. I think obviously Selena Gomez is always my number one. Don't you roll your eyes.
Dude.
Don't disrespect her like that. You know, my girls went through
Dude.
everything.
You need to
She
watch.
had lupus.
You need to watch
Lupus?
You
You know
need
what
to
lupus is?
lupus.
It's a disease.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, don't even.
Doesn't
Don't
excuse
even.
her from being a freaking
What?
cringe bot.
Cringe bot. She's out of everybody, if out of every girl that came from Disney, she is probably the least cringe bot one. Think about Miley, Demi.
What's the really awful one? The one that's like,
One does
you
that?
know what I'm talking about?
Who does that?
And she's super pick me in all those interviews. Oh,
There's one like that? Who
yes,
is it?
dude.
Who is it?
Oh my god, I can't remember. But everybody makes fun of her. And I don't condone bullying. I do
Oh,
in some cases.
I know who you're talking
Do
about.
you? What's her name?
Debbie Ryan.
Debbie Ryan, dude. God. That's a cringe bot
all
right
the all the
there.
interviews, she is very cringy. I will say
Yeah.
that.
I walked right up to the CEO and said, "We're going to make history today."
You sound just like her.
Thank you. I've been working on that one. What was I going to say? What were we talking about?
We're talking about the cringy
Dude,
ones.
you need to watch the documentary about how Hailey Bieber was an obsessed stalker that forced her way into
Oh,
a
I know she
relationship.
did.
Dude,
I know.
it's
100%.
weird.
I know. I'm not saying I know she did, but I know. I know about that. I've seen that. How like her dad introduced her to Justin, and
Yes.
that's where like all started.
And she like became friends with like a well-known Bieber stalker on Twitter to like, hey, tell me where he's at today. And she would like, oh, he's staying at this hotel. So she would go to that hotel and eat in the sushi bar, hoping to have a little run-in with Justin Bieber, make it look organic.
Dude, she was just on Call Her Daddy.
Was she?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't listen to it, but
crazy.
I mean, what's the, maybe you know, because I don't know, what's all this controversy going on with Andrew Schultz?
What?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Apparently he's getting canceled because apparently like they're calling him racist and all types of stuff. Something happened.
Really? He looks like a Nazi. That's all I can think of.
I mean, he loves Trump.
What did he do?
But he doesn't love Trump. But he's like, I mean, he thinks Trump is better than Biden. But besides his political views, I don't know what he did. I'm asking.
I don't know.
We'll have to look it up for you guys next week. But I'm not sure exactly what he did. But apparently,
I thought you were about to say Andrew Tate.
No,
because they're back in the U.S. now. I think it's crazy.
They can keep their red pill stuff over there. I'm all right. I'm not on it. I just don't care for it. No, but apparently Andrew Schultz said. You know who Andrew Schultz is? Though? Yeah. So I'm not sure.
I was just watching him on Kill Tony when you came over. He was on Kill Tony last night.
Was he?
Yeah. I feel like Kill Tony's going to be where all the rejected people go, and I think it's a problem because it could become a very one-sided thing, because I've enjoyed Kill Tony for a long time, but it seems like anytime anybody gets canceled or whatever,
they go there.
They know.
Oh, we had new music this past week.
Oh dang, I didn't do my homework. Did you?
I didn't do my homework.
Okay, good.
No, I did do some homework.
Well, I didn't do any homework. I do know people are dogging on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people are dogging on Kendrick's too.
Really?
I guess he was on one of the songs, and it's kind of not good.
So, for those who don't know, Playboi Carti released a new album. Okay, Mr. Knock the Camera Over.
Oh, did it move?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for y'all that had to see that.
You can't see me.
Playboi Carti released some new music, and it was all right. It was good. It was pretty good.
I'll give it a listen.
It was. He did the Kanye. He pulled a Kanye. He didn't have any of the features listed.
Oh.
So I went to go try to find certain songs that I listened to because everyone was like, "Oh, Kanye snapped on this." Not Kanye, but like, "Oh, Lil Uzi was on this song. It was so good." And I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to all these songs
yeah,
just to find this thing, because that's their tactic. That's what they want to do. Like, people will say, "Oh,
well, that's kind of
Uzi was on this song."
It's fun for people who plan on listening to it front to back, because it's like a little Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna sit there and listen to it all, then sure, that's kind of fun actually.
Yeah,
But
but for a person who doesn't listen to
I'm
Playboy
not
Cardi a
I'm not
whole
about to
lot,
listen. That 30 songs wasn't it on that album?
yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to all 30.
I also, if it's only me and I don't really like Playboy all that much.
I don't know any of it. I know some of his stuff, but
In
not
New
enough
York,
to
I'm
like
Millie
him.
Rock.
Yeah,
I know some stuff that he was on Kanye's album with, but other than that,
yeah.
I don't know that much.
I just knew it was a big deal, like first album in 5 years.
Yeah, because it was like 2020 or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Um, uh, yeah, I think that's all I had for us. Unless you
we
had
should
something.
probably wrap it up. It's been over an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Well,
All right, I think this has been episode
episode
3.
3, baby.
Dude, hey,
4 more to go and we're done, baby.
no, but we are gonna start advertising now
For what?
for this.
Oh, I thought you meant for products.
No, I mean we would if they
Yeah, we're
paid
gonna try
me.
to get the word out a little bit from now on. We've just been uploading these 3 without telling anybody.
Kind of have
really.
a cushion. Kind of have a cushion when we start.
Yeah.
I would hate for someone to go and actually enjoy our
Oh, I like
content,
this episode. Let me go listen to it.
and
Oh,
there's
wait.
nothing for them.
There's nothing.
So yeah, so you heard it. This is our 3rd episode. We're gonna start promoting it a little bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop every Thursday. We're gonna try to drop every Thursday for sure. Every Thursday. Yeah, we're here to give you guys great content. Please, we love the feedback.
Yeah, dude.
We love the
YouTube
criticism.
Spotify has a comment section now, so you can even leave us a comment there, give us feedback. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, go to listen to a podcast and there's a comment section under it now.
Huh.
Heck yeah.
All right then.